Okay, go back to the other thing, yep. Stop recording. When it says tree with white, in green.
I have no idea.
Yep, as soon as it says in green, mute this.
Sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport One Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
This is Gary. It's 30 minutes on the clock. Are we going right now? Thank you. Let's hear it for TQ Redmond. Our next senior is Theo Redmond. He's escorted by his big brother and his mentor, Morgan Williams, and his little brother, Tremont Redmond. His accolades are best defensive back, and he plans to go to college to study psychology and play college football and hopefully go to the NFL or go to a non-profit business someday. Let's hear it for Theo Redmond. Our next athlete is Demetrius Sword. He's escorted by his mom, Amanda Sword, and his sister, Lillian Rayburn. He has lettered in football, and he plans to work for the Bricklayers Union and get his associate's degree after high school. Demetrius Sword. Our next athlete is Cordelia Williams. He's escorted by his dad, Henry Williams, and his mom, Shanita Davis, his brother, B.J. Johnson, and Coach Davis. His accolades: he played 4 years of high school football and basketball, and he's won the Mr. Unselfish Award. His post-high school plans are to attend college at Florida International University. Let's hear it for Cordelia Williams. Our next athlete is Preston McAvoy.
Field at Northside High School. We're ready for week number 8 of the high school football season in Fort Wayne. Tonight, the Northrop Bruins against the Northside Legends. Senior night here at Northside. So we are going to talk about this game as soon as we wrap up these senior night ceremonies. Just a few more players to introduce, so let's go back down to the field.
Our next athlete is Shane Campbell. He's escorted by Candice Campbell and Megan Campbell. His accolades are 4-year football player, and after high school he plans to go to school and go to college for business. Let's hear it for Shane Campbell. Our next athlete, now we're going to go to the cheerleaders. Our first cheerleader is Olivia Collins. She's escorted by her mom, Janelle Collins, dad, Tim Collins.
All right, senior night ceremonies wrapping up here at Chambers Field. The weather is not good right now. If you look out the window, if you're in the Fort Wayne area, cloudy skies. We've had some showers move through. The umbrellas are out. The temperature is dropping as we speak. Right now we're at 66 degrees. The forecast says by the time we're done around 9:30, we may be in the mid-40s. And we have a pretty strong wind right now coming out of the southwest at about 12 to 15 miles an hour. This is the Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show. At Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We serve every level of athlete with our integrated sports medicine team, including the region's only specialized athletic rehab facility. Learn more about our services by logging on to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. It's the 3-4 Northside Legends against the 4-3 Northrop Bruins here tonight. The Bruins, coached by Jason Dorfler, started the season with a 43-6 loss to Homestead. They then won 2 in a row, defeating Southside 14-8 and Wayne 36-25. They then lost at Carroll 42-7, won a thriller in overtime over Concordia 40-33, edged Bishop Lures by 1 point, 27-26, and last week against their arch rivals from Snyder, they were beaten by the Panthers 48-21. North has won 3 out of their last 4 games after starting the season with 3 straight losses and 3 straight shutouts. They were beaten by Snyder 51-0, by Bishop Dwenger 36-0, and by Carroll 42-0. Deuce Taylor took over at quarterback in Week 4 and guided the Legends to a 48-16 win over Wayne. The following week, Northside defeated Lourdes 19-14. You may recall Taylor suffered a rather gruesome finger injury in that game. The following week, the Legends lost to Homestead 47-21. And then last week, it may be one of the most thrilling totem pole games in the long history of that series. Northside rallied to beat Southside 17-16. So the Legends are looking to get to the 500 mark tonight. For Northrop, they're looking to assure themselves of at least a 500 finish for 2019. Well, tonight's broadcast being brought to you by SummitCitySports.com. Follow us on Twitter at 260sports. Like our Facebook page, Summit City Sports, and be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. Please visit drivekelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. Acme Bar and Grill is currently located at 1105 East State Boulevard in Fort Wayne. Order your favorite pizza, pasta, salad, and more, all with the click of a button. Acme Bar and Grill accepts orders online for pickup. Give your home the curb appeal it deserves and trust Kurt's Meal to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. The world is waiting for you to make a difference in a way that only you can. Discover your strengths at Indiana Wesleyan University's residential campus in Marion, Indiana. Visit indwes.edu. Tom Steele Tire has been servicing the Fort Wayne area for over 40 years. They will help you find the perfect tire for your vehicle and other auto repair services like brakes, wheel alignments, engine diagnostics, and more. Big Eyed Fish has been around the Northeast Indiana area for generations. Like their Facebook pages for updated promotions. Enjoy the best fish in Fort Wayne in a family-friendly environment at Big Eyed Fish. Alisteca Mexican Restaurant has been serving consistent food since 1973. The recipes use only the best fresh ingredients, family-owned. They pride themselves on great quality. For more information, go to alistecarestaurant.com. Anderson Heating and Air Conditioning is dedicated to providing the best possible solution for your home or business. You can count on us to provide you with a system and solution that fits your unique needs. Jim Measel here, Morgan Carroll, taking care of the production duties tonight. Dave Peterson out there in the elements on the camera. And we're still about 14 minutes away from the start of tonight's game between Northrop and Northside. Again, we're keeping our fingers crossed with the weather. Right now, we have a shower moving through. We had a pretty good rain come through about 6:20 or so. But luckily, there is no lightning. There's no thunder. That's good. We can play in this stuff. We just can't play, as you know, from our experiences 2 weeks ago in lightning. Right now, the band will be performing the school song. Last week, Northrop lost to Snyder 48-21, and again, Northside beat Southside 17-16. Other action tonight in the Summit Athletic Conference on this, the next to last week of the regular season. The Carroll Chargers are taking on the Concordia Cadets. Carroll at 4-3, Concordia at 3-4. The big game tonight, the Snyder Panthers hosting the Dwenger Saints, both teams at 6-1. Southside plays at Lourdes tonight. Couple of hungry teams there. Both squads are 1-6. And the Homestead Spartans looking to take one more step to securing that victory bell. The undefeated Spartans will be hosting the Wayne Generals. In fact, let's take a look at the Summit Athletic Conference standings. Again, Homestead controls their own destiny in first place at 7-0. Then you have Dwenger and Snyder tied for second at 6-1. Carroll and Northrop both at 4-3. Concordia and Northside both at 3-4. Bishop Lourdes and Southside at 1-6, and Wayne at 0-7. And this Sunday we'll find out who will be playing who come sectional time. The Indiana High School Athletic Association sectional draw will be conducted on Sunday in Indianapolis. Some other action tonight in the ACAC. You have Adams Central at Bluffton. That is a great matchup. Both teams are 6-1. Adams Central ranked 5th in the state in 1A. Heritage tonight plays at Southern Wells. Jay County goes outside of conference. They're at LaPel. And South Adams plays at Woodland. The Starfires undefeated at 7-0, ranked number 2 in the state in 1A. In the Northeast 8, the Columbia City Eagles play at Leal tonight against the Lions. Leal ranked number 15 this week in Class 4A. DeKalb is at Belmont. The Barons ranked number 13 this week in Class 4A. Huntington North is at Norwell. And New Haven is at East Noble. Bulldogs and Knights doing battle. The East Noble Knights having a fine season, 6-1 overall. They are ranked 4th in Class 4A. Northeast Corner Conference tonight. It's Central Noble at Eastside. Fairfield plays at Lakeland. Prairie Heights will be hosting Fremont in a Steuben County matchup. Angola will be hosting Garrett. And in a matchup of state-ranked teams, one of the better games in the area tonight, West Noble's at Cherubusco. West Noble at 7-0. They are ranked number 11 in the state in Class 3A. Cherubusco ranked number 8 in the state at 1A. West Noble at 7-0. Cherubusco at 6-1. Chargers are 4-0 in the conference, while the Eagles are 3-1. We mentioned these teams ranked in this week's Associated Press high school football poll in the state of Indiana. We do have 4 teams from the SAC who are ranked this week. Concordia is number 12 in 3A. DeKalb and Snyder both ranked. The Saints number 5 in Class 5A, and the Panthers ranked number 8 in 6A. Homestead Spartans ranked number 3 in Class 6A. We're with you at Chambers Field tonight. We're about 10 minutes away from the start of tonight's game as the Northrop Bruins take on the North Side Legends. Jim Measle here, along with Morgan Carroll and Dave Peterson. The Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show rolls along. Last year, Northrop won a wild one over Northside, 43-37. And this has been a very close series over the last 35 years. Northside with a 20-18 edge. In fact, a lot of people think this is going to be a nail-biter that will go right down to the wire. And you're going to see some great running backs in this game tonight. Demarius Collins, number 34. Jeremiah Green, number 5 for Northrop. And, of course, for Northside, they have Alex Holiday Robinson, number 1. All right, we're going to pause now for our national anthem here at Chambers Field. It's performed by the Northside Legends Marching Band. And it's football time in Fort Wayne. We're a few minutes away from the start of tonight's game between Northrop and Northside. Why don't we step aside for a couple minutes? We're back with more from Chambers Field in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky, comets falling from the sky, comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
The comets falling from the sky. 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 Comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome back to Chambers Field, everybody. We're about 5 minutes away from the start of tonight's game between the Northrop Bruins and the Northside Legends. And this should be a fun, close game tonight. Northside has improved every week this season, though last week it took a little extra effort to pull out a win against Southside. Southside had a 16-7 lead deep into the fourth quarter before Northside rallied, and a dramatic touchdown pass with 4:31 to go in the game as Deuce Taylor found Jordan Turner from 56 yards out. That came with 4:13 to go. They booted the extra point, and that was somewhat dramatic because there was a penalty on Northside that made it a longer extra point than normal. But still, Northside got the extra point, and they got the win, and they have the Tomahawk in their possession for another year. Northrop, they fell behind 28-7 last week against Snyder. They battled hard in the second half. In fact, the second half was fairly evenly played, but the Bruins dug themselves too big of a hole last week against Snyder as they were down by 3 touchdowns at halftime. And again, as we mentioned a few moments ago, watch out for Northrop's running attack. They got 2 really good running backs. Demarius Cowan, he's rushing for 490 yards this season, averaging 6.1 yards a carry. He's also scored 4 touchdowns. Jeremiah Green has 480 yards rushing. That's an average of 4.4 yards a carry. He has scored 7 times this year. And Northside, the Legends have the very talented Alex Holiday Robinson. He wears number 1. He comes off an 82-yard and 1 touchdown performance last week. So on this night in which the weather is somewhat foul and we have a strong wind blowing, whoever can run the football most effectively has perhaps the better chance to win this game. Senior night here at Northside. They honor the seniors from the fall sports beforehand, as well as the cheerleaders. The Legends in their home red jerseys tonight, and the Northrop Bruins in their road whites with the brown pants and orange helmets. The weather, again, will be a factor here tonight. The wind continues to blow rather briskly out of the south and southwest at 12 to 15 miles an hour. The temperature is starting to drop, as the weatherman had been saying. We came here about 5:20. It was 70 degrees. Now we're down to 66 degrees. And the mercury is really going to drop as this game progresses. In fact, we may be down into the 40s by the time we're done tonight. around 9:30 or so. And then tomorrow morning, Burr. So a big change in the weather. Say goodbye to the shorts and sandals. Get out the sweaters and the turtleneck shirts. And, well, maybe not time for the winter boots just yet, but you know what's coming. Again, some of the games we want to keep an eye on tonight in the Summit Athletic Conference. Obviously, the big game, Dwenger and Snyder. And I would imagine that's a packed house at Spooler Stadium tonight for that one. Both teams 6-1. Whoever wins that game will finish second in the Summit Athletic Conference. In the ACAC, we'll keep an eye on that Adams Central Bluffton game. Both teams are at 6-1 entering that contest. Adams Central 1 game back of South Adams. South Adams undefeated, ranked number 2 in the state in 1A. Adams Central ranked number 5 in the state in 1A. Right now we're getting the coin toss as our Parkview Sports Medicine pregame show winds down here at Chambers Field. Once again, at Parkview Sports Medicine, it's game on. We are the region's integrated sports medicine team. Provide athletes specialized services from improving their performances to recovering from injuries. To learn more, go to parkviewsportsmedicine.com. Well, the umbrellas are still out here at Chambers Field. It's been raining about the last half hour or so. There was a pretty good downpour at about 6:20. And guess who picked that time to go down and try and get a program and a hot dog? Yep. Timing, impeccable timing once again, folks. Nice to have Morgan alongside tonight. Her recovery is coming along nicely. She'll be on the softball diamond again next spring. We're calling her Garrett Cole because she throws first pitch strikes all the time. Northrop will receive to start the football game and defend to our left, so they will have the wind at their back in this opening quarter. And Cowan back deep to receive. He's in the middle of the field. Demarius Cowan for the Northrop Bruins. Again, a blustery, wet night. Temperatures are going to be dropping as this game progresses. As we mentioned a few moments ago, with the weather conditions and the wind and everything, it looks like this may be a game of ground attacks on both sides. Romero Benito is ready to kick off. Sophomore, 5'8", 145 pounds. He wears number 81. He'll be kicking into the wind. And we are set to go at Chambers Field. A somewhat sparse crowd, but these fans who are here tonight are hardy fans. They don't mind the weather. And we are set to go at Chambers Field. Glad you're with us here on SummitCitySports.com. We are underway. It's a line drive kick. It bounces down to the 8-yard line, up to the 15, up to the 20, the 25, out across the 30 to the 32-yard line. The line drive kickoff is returned by Krayshawn Menson. Krayshawn Menson, a 5'7", 155-pound sophomore, returning the opening kickoff for the Bruins. First down for Northrop at their own 32-yard line. And I would imagine with the rain we've had, that's going to be a slick track down there. Field, though, looks in very good shape despite all the rain we've had. Bruins send 2 receivers to the left, one to the near side of an off-balance eye. And Tachari starts a quarterback tonight for Northrop. They run it on the first play. Cowan gets a yard, maybe 2, and that's it. That'll bring up second down and 8 for Northrop. Tackle made at the 34-yard line by McCarter. Arian McCarter made the stop, number 14. So Cowan picking up 2 yards. Second down and 8 for the Bruins. 2 receivers to the left again, one to the near side. Off-balance eye. Issa Tachari, the starting quarterback tonight for the Bruins, number 12. And here's Tachari. He's got time. He throws on the near side for Pettis. Broke it up. Nice defensive play here at the corner. Pettis, the intended receiver, and a fine defensive play by number 10. That's Altrell Franklin, the 6'2", 145 senior. breaking up that pass. Tachari this season, 6 of 23 in the air for 124 yards. 1 touchdown, 1 interception, and 1 touchdown was the winning score against Southside in Week 2. Now we have the official stopping the action before the play develops. Northrop faces 3rd down and 8. It looks like we got an illegal substitution call here. I don't see a flag on the field. 3rd down and 8 for the Bruins at their own 34. Line the gains to 42. 10:36 to go in the opening quarter. No score. I'm still trying to figure out what the heck's going on here. And whatever that problem was has been rectified. There was no penalty, so we're ready to go. 2 receivers on each side for the Bruins. Tachari rolling to his right. He's going to run. He's at the 35. He's going to get the first down with room to spare. Gets a block, gets into the north side territory. Flag comes in. Tachari is down at the Legend 47. Let's check out the penalty flag. Hold on, everybody. And we've got a personal foul being called on Northrop. There was a pretty big hit there at the 48 of Northside, so that penalty will take away the first down. They'll mark it off from the spot of infraction, which was the Legends' 49-yard line. 15 yards, our first penalty of the night, so that nice run by Tachari is wiped out. And the ball will be spotted at the Bruins' 36-yard line. 3rd down and 6 for Northrop. So the first down is wiped out. We have no score. 10:32 to go in the first quarter. Line the gain is to 42. 2 receivers on each side. 1 setback. Tachari on 3rd and 6. Draw play. Nothing doing. And Jeremiah Green dropped for a loss. At the 35-yard line, loss of 1. Tackled by Jacob Lambert, a junior, 6'6", 280 pounds. So a loss of 1 in the play, and Northrop has to kick the ball away. The personal foul penalty costing them a first down, and that turned out to be a drive stopper. Here's the punt, and it's down to about the 30-yard line. And this is Jordan Turner with the football. Turner breaks a couple of tackles, still on his feet across the 45, and finally put to the Chambers Field turf at the Legends 46-yard line. But that 16-yard punt return by Turner gives Northside a short field for their first possession of the night. First down for the Legends at their own 46. And out comes Deuce Taylor and company. Last time we were here, a few weeks ago when Northside beat Lourdes, that was the game that Deuce suffered that very gruesome finger injury. But he's back. And boy, a lot of folks responsible for getting that young man back on the football field. First down for the Legends at their own 46. Taylor throws. It's incomplete in the right flat, as that pass was intended for Rodney Woods. A little bit too hot to handle there. So it's 2nd down and 10 for Northside at their own 46. 9:28 to go in the first quarter, no score. Week number 8 of the high school football season in Indiana. Sectional draws Sunday. Regular season wraps up next Friday night. 2nd down and 10 for the Legends at their own 46. 3 receivers to this side, 1 to the right. And they will run it. Holiday Robinson, they are keying on him, and he's dropped for a 1-yard loss. Boy, those are 2 talented football players right there. That was Alex Holiday Robinson being tackled by Nigel Robertson. Robertson continues to pile up the big numbers for the Northrop Bruins. That's his 8th tackle for loss this season, his 50th tackle of the season, and 39th solo tackle. He also has 3 sacks to boot. Nigel Robertson, 6'2", 225 senior. He is a good one. So a loss of 1, and the Legends are behind the markers. 3rd down and 11. Line the gain is the Bruin 44. Taylor rolling out to his left. He's looking. He throws. And it's going to be caught. Man open here on the near side. First down. Pass complete to Rodney Woods. But there is a flag down, so hold on. Well, Northrop earlier lost a first down on a personal foul penalty. It looks like the Legends will lose a first down because of an illegal man downfield. So don't move those first down markers. 8:37 to go in the first quarter. No score. The penalty marked off from the spot of infraction, which was the north side 48. And this will put the ball back at the... They finally put it down at the 38-yard line, so that's a 10-yard penalty. They lose the first down, and that makes it 3rd and long for the Legends. Line the gain is to Northrop, 44. So it's 3rd down and 17. 4 receivers on this side for the Legends. Taylor out of the shotgun, looks this way, throws it up for grabs, and it's caught and dropped. Oh, my. Jordan Turner had it for a moment, and he was hit hard. And I mean hard by Vaughn Cruz. Cruz bringing the house on that hit. 5'8", 170 senior. And that's football right there, folks. That's how you play. So that brings up 4th down. The Legends also losing a first down on penalty on their opening possession, so they have to punt the ball away. Here's a punt that's into the line, now picked up and going down to the turf at the 28-yard line for Northside is Jalen Harris. A low punt. Harris picked up the ball. We saw him secure the victory for Lures, or rather for Northside in their win against Lures when he picked up a low snap from center and skirted around the right end for a first down. No such luck this time, and the Northrop Bruins have a very short field. Following the play on special teams, first down for the Bruins at the Legends' 27-yard line. They go with 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. Tachari hands the ball off, and across the 25 to the 24-yard line, maybe the 23. That's Green. So a gain of 4 in the play, it looks like. Yep, put it down to the 24. And now we have an official timeout here. Brings up 2nd down and 6 for the Bruins at the north side 24-yard line. Less than 8 minutes to play in the first quarter. Big chance here for Northrop to take the lead following the punt block. 3 receivers to the left. Tachari hands it off. And again, it's Green, and Green is stuffed for maybe about a half yard, and that's it. Good job by the Legends defense there. Third down, we'll call it 5. 3rd and a long 5 for Northrop at the Legends 23-yard line. They're in 4-down territory right here. The line, the gain is the 18. No score. Clock is moving. 7:18 to go in the first quarter. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. 1 setback. Let's see if Tachari puts it up here on 3rd and about 5. Man in motion from the far side. Menson, he throws it for Menson. Too high. Incomplete. So lack of execution there by Northrop. And that brings up 4th down. They are out of the field goal range of Tarek Bajoric. His longest this season for a field goal, 26 yards. So they'll have to go for it here. And it looks like the rain is falling harder right now. It's really coming down. Line the game's the 18, and it is a frog strangler right now at Chambers Field. Somebody moved early for Northrop. Flags come in, and I tell you, with the weather right now and how hard the rain is falling down, I mean, it's coming down sideways. It is kind of hard to keep your focus here in this weather. A 5-yard penalty on Northrop. That's their second penalty for 20 yards. And that makes the Bruins' chore even harder. I got a feeling with this weather we're not going to see a whole lot of scoring tonight. This may be one of those old-fashioned 12-6 games. 4th down and 11. The Bruins now behind the markers. 4th and 11 at the Legends 29-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. Tachari looking to throw. He fires one up for grabs, and it's going to be batted down at the goal line, incomplete. And a fine defensive play by the Legends number 10, Ultra Franklin. Franklin again doing the job on the corner. Incomplete pass. So Northside survives the block punt. Their defense gets a big stop inside of their 30, and the Legends take over at their own 29-yard line with 6:56 to go, and it is absolutely pouring right now at Chambers Field. 1st and 10 for the Legends at their own 29. Here is a running play for Holiday Robinson, and pinching in from the end there was Antoine Scott. You may have noticed him coming up from the secondary, and Scott made the tackle. So maybe 1 yard, that's it. 2nd down and 9. Boy, the players are getting soaked. How about the officials? This is no fun for them. 2nd down and 9 for the Legends at the 30-yard line. I'll tell you what, the folks who are here right now, these are the real football fans. John Madden would love this weather. 2nd down and 9 at the 30-yard line for the Legends. No score. And here is Taylor throwing. It's going to be bobbled and dropped incomplete. And both teams having trouble handling that wet football here in the early going. Woods, the intended receiver. So both Tachari and Taylor, the 2 quarterbacks, are 0 for 3 so far. 6:41 to go in the first quarter, no score. And the Legends face 3rd down and 9 at their own 30-yard line. Line to gain, obviously, for the Legends is their 39. Taylor has the play from the bench, comes into the huddle. Play clock is at 12 as they come up to the line of scrimmage. 3rd down and 9 for the Legends. 2 receivers on each side. And Taylor looking. He's got time. He throws from the far side. It's going to be too high for his intended receiver in front of the Northrop bench, Rodney Woods. So 4th down, and again, Northside has to punt the ball into that wind. And it's still going pretty good out of the south, 15 miles an hour. In punt formation, again, Jalen Harris. And he's obviously hoping for better results this time. Harris once again made that big play late in the Lures game. Here's a high kick in the wind, knocks it straight down. And it takes a bounce for Northrop. And it's finally going to be down by Northside at the 39-yard line. And kicking into that wind, that's only a 10-yard punt. So another short field for Northrop. They start at the Legends 39-yard line, no score, with 6:23 to go in the first quarter. Rainy night at Chambers Field. We were having really good weather this football season until 2 weeks ago. And then we had the thunderstorms. Last week was fabulous, perfect night. And now tonight, the weather has gone into the dumper. 3 receivers, 2 on the left. They'll run it. Cowan's got room. Cowan into the secondary. He's down to the 28-yard line. A pickup of 11 yards and a 1st down for Northrop. And there's the first down of the game. Maybe. They spot it at the 28. Yes, now they say 1st down. So come on, chain gang, let's get it going over there. 1st down for Northrop. Chain gang is behind a little bit here. 1st down for Northrop at the north side, 28. 2 receivers to the left, and it's a running play for Jeremiah Green. Green fights his way down to the 26-yard line after a gain of 2 yards. And boy, this weather may force the 2 coaching staffs to maybe bag some of the passing plays. It is windy, it is wet, and it's going to get cold. We started at 66 degrees at 7 o'clock. Weatherman says we'll be down into the upper 40s by the time we're done. And that temperature is going to drop like a rock here as we work our way through this ball game. 2nd down and 8 for Northrop at the Legends 26. And trying to make a stop was Cowan. Did you see how his footing almost came out from underneath him? He almost fall down and go boom. And Cowan is dropped for a 1-yard loss at the 27-yard line. So that brings up 3rd down and 9 for the Northrop Bruins at the north side 27-yard line. Clock moving, 4:52 to go in the first quarter, no score. Northrop has had the edge in field position, though, on their last 2 possessions. Line the gain is the 18. 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the near side, slip backs, Tachari at quarterback. And he looks to the far side, now scrambling, in trouble. And he stays alive. Now he throws the ball up for grabs. And I think it's intercepted over there on the far side by the Legends. Turner says he has it. Was he in bounds? Well, we're looking for a signal here. Do we have a flag on the play? That's a personal foul, face mask against the Legends as they were trying to get Tachari down. Somebody got a hold of his face mask, and so the turnover goes for naught. And unfortunately, the guy running the down box moved too soon. Now they're trying to figure out where the line of scrimmage was, and the rain is falling even harder. If it keeps raining like this, we may start to see animals running 2 by 2 down Parnell. They will mark 15 yards, not half the distance, 15 yards to the 13. That's a big penalty right there against Northside. Tough break for the Legends. First down for the Bruins at the Legends' 13-yard line. 4:26 to go, first quarter. Can Northrop take advantage of that break? 3 receivers to the right. Running play. No, he's down. He is down, you're right. Tachari is dropped for a 2-yard loss to the 15-yard line. And the footing is getting rather slick right now. I tell you, this field is getting real soggy. It's getting slippery. Players are trying to make cuts, and they go, whoop. 2nd and 12 at the 15-yard line for Northrop. Can the Legends defense make another stop in the red zone? Running play off the left side, and nothing doing for Jeremiah Green. Maybe a yard, and that is it. Redmond in on the tackle for Northside. And only a 1-yard gain for Green. So we've got Northrop with 16 yards of offense so far, all on the ground. Northside minus 1 yard of total offense. The weather obviously a factor right now as far as the offenses are concerned. 3rd and 11 from the 14 for Northrop. Option look. Tachari keeps the ball. And he still is on his feet, gets inside the 10, and he's down at the 8-yard line. Now they got a shot maybe for a field goal here. 6-yard pickup for the Northrop quarterback. And will they send out Tarek Bajuric? Yes, here he comes. He's 2 of 4 on field goals this season. His longest 26 yards. This will be a 25-yard attempt, it looks like. Let's see where they're going to put it down. At the 14, so it's a 24-yard attempt. 24 instead of 25. Well, what's 1 yard between friends? This is big. This may be, the way this weather is going, the only points we'll see tonight. If it's good, it's spotted, it's booted, it's got distance, and the kick is good. With 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Northrop 3, Northside nothing. Let's step aside. Back with more on SummitCitySports.com in just a moment.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field. 2:22 to go in the first quarter. Northrop with a 3-0 lead on a 24-yard field goal by Tarek Bajuric. Out of town, Southside leads Lourdes 7-0 in the first. Homestead 7-0 over Wayne in the first quarter. Here's the kickoff at Squibber, and it takes a big bounce, and it's finally picked up inside the 10-yard line by Jalen Harris. Harris is still on his feet and finally put down at the 20-yard line. So the Bruins did their job on the special teams. East Noble with an early 7-0 lead in their game over New Haven. That's in Kendallville. And they're going to have to readjust the time here. They're going to have to readjust the clock here. 3-0, Northrop with the lead over the Northside Legends on a soggy night in Fort Wayne. By the way, for Southside, their touchdown came from Matthew Morris, a 69-yard scamper to the end zone. All right, we're ready to resume play now. First down for the Legends at their own 20-yard line with 1:54 to go in the first quarter. 3-0. And now they have to adjust the clock again. 1:57, and everybody's yelling at the timekeeper, 1:57. Now we're ready to resume. First down for Northside at the 20-yard line. They trail 3-0. That's Turner in motion. Here's a running play. A big hole up the middle to the 40, to the 50, to the 40, all the way down to the Northrop 33-yard line. We got a fumble. Was he down? Let's see here. Waiting for a signal from the Stripes. Northrop says they have the football. Still waiting for a signal here. We got a bit of confusion here. The officials are going to talk it over. We have seen no indication from the Stripes as to who has the football. Now they say it's Northrop football. So the Bruins get a big play defensively, and that's why you never quit. Boy, that rain is really falling right now. We're at 1:28 to go. 1:41 to go in the first quarter. It is absolutely pouring here at Chambers Field. First down for Northrop at their own 28-yard line. Two receivers on each side. Tachari throws here on the near side, and it's going to fall harmlessly incomplete. So a big running play for Northside, and it looked like they're going to flip the field position around, but a fumble gives the ball back to Northrop. I believe that was Holiday Robinson who carried the ball. It was, okay. So he ran it for 20, 30, about 35 yards before it came out. Tough break there for the Legends. And I got a feeling that's not going to be the last turnover tonight with this bad weather. Tachari fakes the handoff. He keeps the ball, and he's going nowhere. And he's going to be dropped for a 1-yard loss at the 26-yard line. Third down. Third down with 1:25 to go in the first quarter. Third down and 11 for Northrop at their own 26-yard line. Bruins on top, 3-0. A 24-yard field goal by Bajorek. And that's big. Given the bad weather conditions, we're not going to see a whole lot of scoring tonight. 3 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. Tachari throws to midfield, jump ball, broken up. Intended for Pettis, and another fine defensive play by Ontrell Franklin for the Northside Legends. Clock is stopped with 49 seconds to go in the first quarter, so the Bruins will punt the ball with the wind at their back. It's 4th down and 12 at their own 26-yard line. Our referee is referee talking with somebody down here on the side. Now we're ready to resume play as we await the punt by Northrop. Oh, the snap is dropped, and we've seen a lot of wackiness here with this weather. That was Adrian Scott who had troubles with the football. He barely got the punt away. And it goes out of bounds, and the Legends get the ball at the Northrop 33-yard line. So the Legends get a short field, first down at the Northrop 33-yard line with 31 seconds to go. In 31 seconds, the Legends will get that strong wind at their back. First down for the Legends at the Northrop 33. And that rain is really falling and the wind is blowing. It's kind of like that scene in Caddyshack where that character is saying, "This is the best round of golf of my life." First down at the Northrop 33. Taylor pitches it back, and Holiday Robinson's going to be dropped for a loss at the 35-yard line. That'll be a loss of 2. And that might be the last play of the first quarter, as the game clock is at 20, the play clock is at 32, so the Legends don't have to snap it, but it looks like they will, as they're moving into a very strong wind right now. Second down and 12 at the Bruins 33-yard line. 3 receivers to this side, 1 to the right. Can't get the play off in time before the quarter runs out. Taylor back, throws to this side, incomplete, and that'll be the final play of the first quarter. So we will change ends on this rather blustery night at Chambers Field after 1 quarter. Northrop 3 and Northside nothing. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any...
All right, welcome back to Chambers Field, everybody. It's turning into a somewhat wacky night with this weather. 3-0, Northrop leading at Northside as we start the second quarter. We change ends. The Legends will have the wind at their back here in the second quarter. The ball is at the Northrop 35, second down and 12. We'll give you some scores here. Dwenger leads Snyder 7-0 in the first. Fairfield 7-6 over Lakeland in the first quarter. Fremont and Prairie Heights tied at 6 in the first. On second down, Taylor fakes the handoff. He's in trouble, and down he goes to the 40-yard line. That'll be a loss of 5. I'll tell you what, number 18 for Northrop, Takwe White, he was not fooled on that fake handoff. And Taylor is dropped for a loss of 5, back to the 40. That brings up, well, it's a third down or fourth down. Down box says 4, scoreboard says 3. Should be third down, isn't it? Well, it's fourth down, all right. Here's the punt. The scoreboard was off. Now it says fourth down, and nice punt inside the 5-yard line. Nice job there by Jalen Harris, pinning the Northrop Bruins deep in their own territory at the 5-yard line. So now the Bruins have to move into the teeth of that strong wind out of the south, and they have to start at their own 5-yard line. East Noble now leads New Haven 14-0 in the first. And the weather is just as bad there as it is here. Looks like the rain has slackened up now. We'll check that temperature in a moment. First down for Northrop at their own 5-yard line. The Bruins lead 3-0. 11:13 to go in the first half. Tachari out of the shotgun. Legends showing blitz. It's a running play off the near side, and Harris is thrown down for a loss at the 4-yard line. Big defensive play by Theo Redmond, number 9, 6'2", 190 senior defensive back. Loss of 1 in the play. Unofficially, Northrop with 24 yards total offense, but they lead 3-0. No passing yards for either team yet. 2nd and 11 for the Bruins at the 4. Legends defense looking to pin the Bruins deep in their own territory. And here's Tachari throwing out of his own end zone. Jump ball the near side, and it's incomplete as the wind knocked that ball down. That was incredible. So an incomplete pass brings up 3rd down and 11 for Northrop at their own 4-yard line. 10:48 to go in the first half. 3-0, Northrop with the lead over Northside. Hope you're enjoying the action here on SummitCitySports.com. We'll check that temperature again on our weather app. Oh, my goodness, it's down to 58 degrees. So since 7 o'clock, we've lost about 10 degrees of temperature. It is falling. Tachari in his own end zone gets out of there. He's still on his feet and tripped up as he comes up to about the 10-yard line. He's going to be marked short of the first down. Boy, he almost got there. And they will mark him at the 13, which will be a couple of yards short of the first down. So they will have to kick into the wind, the Bruins. And they've had some adventures in the kicking game tonight. Adrian Scott, be best for him to get a line drive off here. No use trying to kick that ball up into the air. The wind's going to knock it down. The rain starts up again. Scott kicks a line drive. That's what you got to do. Did that hit a Legends player? If it did, that's a free ball. Big pile up at the 37 of Northrop. And it'll be Northside football. On the bottom of that mass of humanity was Jonathan Walker, number 4, 5'7", 145 senior. So the Legends now with the edge in field position. And the reason for that was the big run by Holiday Robinson of 35 yards. Even though he fumbled the ball at the end of the play, he still turned the field position over. And ever since that play, the field position has been in Northside's favor. 9:54 to go in the first half. Northrop 3, Northside nothing. But Jorik's 24-yard field goal, the only score in this game. Legends have the wind at their back. 3 receivers, 2 on this side, 1 on the left. And it's a running play, running room to the 30, to the 25, to the 20, into the red zone, all the way down to the 14-yard line. A 23-yard gain for Holiday Robinson. First down for Northside. That's their first down of the game. They would have had one earlier on the big play by Holiday Robinson, but he fumbled it. 9:39 to go in the first half. And Northside threatening to take the lead. The ball is at the Bruins' 13-yard line. 2 receivers to the left, 1 to the near side. Off balance eye. And now Taylor goes under center. Deuce Taylor takes the snap. Hands it off. Holiday Robinson skirts to the outside, gets the corner. He's at a 10. He's at a 5. Flag comes in. Holiday Robinson's in the end zone, but that is going to come back because that flag is in the area where a holding is usually called. And so the Legends will have the touchdown taken down. There's no celebrating by the guys in red. They know it. Holding on Northside. That comes with 9:14 to go in the first half. They will mark it off from the spot of infraction, which was the 9, so the ball be put back at the 19-yard line. That's the 3rd penalty against Northside for 35 yards. Now they're behind the markers. Ball is at the 19-yard line. First down and 15. They can get a first down without getting a touchdown. And Taylor under center, hands the ball off. Look out, Holiday Robinson in all kinds of trouble. Down he goes at the 26-yard line. And that was a big play defensively by White again. That's his 2nd tackle for loss in this half. And this will put Northside further behind the markers. The ball be spotted at the 26. Second down at the 26-yard line. Line the gain is the 3, so it's 2nd and 23 for the Northside Legends. 8.5 minutes to go in the first half. Northrop on top, 3-0. Let's see if Taylor puts the ball up here. Off balance eye to the left, 3 receivers, 2 to the left, 1 to the near side. And now we have a whistle, and Northside calls a timeout before the snap. So we'll step aside. Northrop leads 3-0. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the...
All right, back to the action at Chambers Field. Out of the north side timeout. Here's a play action fake. Taylor rolling to his left, looking and throws on the run. It's going to be intercepted on the far side to the 20. And still on his feet to the 30, to the 40. This may be a pick six the other way. Inside the 40, down to the 32-yard line for Northrop. The interception made by Antoine Scott. Antoine Scott with the pick. And his return following the interception flips the field position back in Northrop's favor. They will have the ball at the north side at 33-yard line. Second turnover for north side. So Northrop leads that category, +2 for the Bruins. And remember, Northside had a touchdown taken away on a holding penalty. It remains 3-0 Northrop. Their defense gets a stop in the red zone. 8:04 to go in the first half. on a rainy, blustery, soggy, well, no use sugarcoating it, miserable night. And I see one fella's got some problems with his umbrella right down here below us. Yes, it's that kind of night. First down to the 33 for the Bruins. They run it, and now the play is whistled down as it gets underway. And let's see what this is all about. Looks like we're going to get a false start against Northrop. We do. That'll be their third penalty for 25 yards. So each team has been penalized 3 times now. 8:02 to go in the first half. Northrop 3, Northside nothing. Jim Measle with you tonight here at Chambers Field. Morgan Carroll's our producer tonight. Dave Peterson out in the elements on the camera. First and 15 for Northrop. And it's Cowan off the right side to the 35 to the 30. Out of bounds inside the 30. Looks like they're going to spot him at the 30-yard line, so give him 8 yards. So they got the penalty yardage back plus 3, it looks like. The yard line marker is starting to get hard to read in this rain. They spot the ball at the 31, so let's call it second down and 8 for Northrop at the Legends 31-yard line. 7:51 to go in the first half. 3-0, Northrop with the lead. They have the football. On just as this snap, we have a whistle and another false start against Northrop. Again, in this weather, it's got to be hard to keep your focus. It's just an absolutely miserable night as far as the weather is concerned. And that temperature, the last we check, we started at 69 degrees. We're at 58. Let's check it again here. Let's refresh it. And we dropped another degree here in the last 10 minutes. We're down to 57 degrees. How low can you go? Second down and 13. It is a running play. And maybe a yard or 2. As I believe the ball carrier was Harris. The uniform's starting to get a little bit muddy now. Green, the ball carrier, I beg your pardon. So let's spot the ball at the 33. Line the gain is the 23. Third down and 10 for the Northrop Bruins. They're on top 3-0. 2 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. And Tachari looks to throw. He throws one deep on the far side. It's a jump ball, and we've got a pick. We've got a pick for North Side at the goal line. And my goodness, another great defensive play for North Side by Ontrell Franklin. Franklin gets the pick. Now, was he outside of the end zone, or did he pick it in the end zone? They say that's a touchback. So the Northside Legends get a defensive stop. And they'll take over at their own 20-yard line. First and 10 for the Legends at their own 20. 7:07 to go in the first half. Northrop 3, Northside nothing. Bruins went for it all, and a big defensive play by Franklin. Now 2 receivers on each side. Quick pass, incomplete, intended for Jordan Turner. So that brings up second down and 10. And still no passing yardage in this game for either team. 7:03 to go in the first half. Rain falling at Chambers Field. Weatherman told us it was going to be this kind of night. Soggy, windy, falling temperatures. We're down to 57 degrees. We have lost 12 degrees in the last 45 minutes. Second down and 10 at the 20. 2 receivers on each side. And here is a running play across the 20 to the 25 and up to the 27, maybe the 28-yard line. I believe was Holiday Robinson. It was. He got 8 yards. He now has 57 yards on 7 carries by our count. And so third down and 2 for Northside at their own 28-yard line. Legends still have 2 timeouts left. Bruins have all 3 of their timeouts remaining. We come down to 6.5 minutes to play in the first half. Well, they better hustle up here. They're a little bit late getting that play in. The play clock is down to 10. Down to 8 as they come up to the line of scrimmage, and now we're going to get a timeout taken by Northside. That will leave them with just 1 timeout for the rest of the half. So we'll step aside. 6:22 left in the half. 3-0 Northrop. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday.
Welcome back to Chambers Field out of the Legends timeout, which leaves them with 1 for the rest of the half. 6:22 to go in the first half. It's 3rd and 2 for Northside at their own 28-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. 1 setback. And it's a running play. Holiday Robinson. Can he squeeze out those 2 yards? He's going to be marked short of the first down. Maybe. No, look, they're going to give him a generous spot. They're going to put the ball down. If it's at the stripe, that's a first down. And the ball is spotted short of the 30-yard marker. Short of the stripe by about a half yard. So 4th down. Maybe about 2 feet to go. Interesting decision now for Mike Brevard and his coaching staff. Do you go for it at your own 30 with 5:45 to go in the half? Yep, they're going to go for it. This is a 4th and a foot for the Legends, short of their own 30-yard line. And a whistle before the snap and a false start on Northside. So they'll have to punt it now. 4th penalty on the Legends for 40 yards. Jalen Harris will be punting the ball away, and Northrop will probably get the ball with decent field position. Back to receive the punt for the Bruins is Vaughn Cruz, standing at midfield. Bruins should get decent field position. Here's the punt, and it's to the near side and into the north side bench. And both teams really struggling with the kicking game in this weather. There was an illegal shift against Northside. The ball went out of bounds at the 42, the way they're marking it right now. So a decision for Jason Dorfler, the Northrop coach. Will he take the penalty and make him kick again, or will they take the ball at the 42? Still waiting for an indication. Referee picks up the flag. It looks like Northrop is going to decline the penalty because their offense is out there. 5:22 to go in the first half. Northrop 3-0 over Northside. 24-yard field goal by Tarek Bajoric, the only points in this game. So the Bruins will start. Okay, they're going to mark off the penalty and put the ball at the Northside 38-yard line. So that's their 5th penalty for 45 yards. First down at the Legends 38 for the Northrop Bruins. 2 receivers on each side. 1 setback. Tachari takes the snap. And a bit of a mix-up on the handoff. Tachari keeps the ball. He's still on his feet across the 35 and finally gets put down to the ground at the 33-yard line. Tachari picked up 5 yards in that play. Harris is credited with the tackle. Under 5 minutes to play now in the first half. Well, you can really feel that chilly air. It was kind of humid when we got here, 70 degrees. but the temperature has fallen to 58 at last check. Yep, we're at 58 right now. 2nd down and 5 for Northrop. Tachari, play action, rolling to his right, and he will throw. It's going to be over the head of his intended receiver. He had room to run, but decided to throw it inside the 30. The pass over the head of the Northrop intended receiver, who was the Elijah Fincher. So it's 3rd down and 5. 3rd and 5 for Northrop at the north side 33-yard line. 4:28 to go in the first half. Northrop with the ball and a 3-0 lead. Carroll 7-0 over Concordia in the second. Dwenger was leading Snyder 7-0 in the second. 3rd and 5 at the 33. 2 receivers on each side. Option. Tachari pitches it back. And running room around the right end. First down for Jeremiah Green. Green needed 5. He got 8. Well-executed option play there by the Northrop Bruins, just like it was 1989. 3 first downs now for Northrop. We've had a grand total of 4 first downs in this game because of the weather conditions. First down at the 25. Bruins run it. Running room across the 20 to the 15, down to the 12-yard line. Hard running. And that was a 13-yard gain for Green. And Green has gotten Northrop into the red zone. They're going no huddle now. First down at the 11 for the Bruins. Looking to make it a 2-possession game. 2 receivers on each side. Tachari checking off now. Plenty of time on the play clock. 15 seconds. First down at the 11-yard line. Another running play. Across the 10. Trying to move the pile is Green again. And Green is stopped at the 8-yard line after a gain of 3. So the Bruins are inside the 10-yard line. And the ball is spotted at the 7, it looks like. Maybe the 6. Yeah, we'll call it the 6-yard line. So 2nd down and 5 for Northrop. Knocking on the door. They lead 3-0. 2 receivers on each side. 1 setback. Legends defense has to dig in right now. And around to the 5, to the goal line, and to the end zone. Give that man 6 points. Menson. Grayshawn Menson on the end around. The sophomore scampers in from 6 yards out with exactly 3 minutes to play in the first half. And Northrop builds a 9-0 lead. More importantly, a 2-possession game on a night where the weather is not very nice. But Jurek is on. They try to make it 10-0. Tachari will be holding. And whistles before the snap. Flag is thrown. We have offside on north side. That'll be their 6th penalty. So Bajoric will move closer here. Exactly 3 minutes to play in the first half. Looks like the rain has let up for the time being. Wind still blowing pretty good out of the south. It was at 15 to 20 miles an hour throughout this first half. Waiting for the PAT. Spotted, booted in that direction. And the kick is good. Timeout. 10-0 Northrop. Back with more in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599. Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday.
7-7 tie with 3 minutes. 7-7 tie now with Dwenger and Snyder. I'm sorry, I was distracted there. Dwenger and Snyder tied at 7 as Lenny Bennett has scored from 29 yards out. Here we have 3 minutes to play in the first half. Northrop leading Northside 10-0. Eastside and Central Noble now tied at 7. That game is late in the second quarter. Here is 10-0 Northrop. And a squib kick down to about the 30-yard line and out of bounds at the 38. As the return was made by McCarter. First down for the Legends at their own 38. They trail now 10-0 with 2:54 to go in the first half. Northside has one timeout left. Northrop has all 3 of their timeouts remaining in this half if they want them. But Coach Jason Dorfler and the Northrop Bruins have to be pretty satisfied with the way things are going so far. Bruins lead 10-0, and that's big on a night where the weather is so bad. Again, the Legends have the wind at their back. Holiday Robinson is stuffed and dropped after a gain of 1. He was gang tackled by a whole bevy of white shirts. Second down and 9 for Northside at their own 39-yard line. Temperature now at 56 degrees. So we've lost 12 degrees since the start of the game in just an hour. Second down and 9 for the Legends at their own 39. Here's Taylor back, throwing, and it's going to be incomplete. Intended at midfield, I believe, for Collins. Yes, it was. Again, no yardage in either team's passing game. And we had a hold called on Northside, and the Legends really hurting themselves with all these penalties in the first half. This will move them back, as it looks like Northrop will accept the penalty with 2:14 to go in the first half. The ball be spotted at the 23-yard line. 61 yards and penalties unofficially against Northside. Here is Taylor scrambling to his right, and he throws one deep, and it's going to be intercepted. It's almost as good as a punt right there for Northside. That was Ridley with the interception, and he just goes out of bounds around the 15-yard line. So that'll be the third turnover by Northside. It comes with 1:58 to go in the first half. Northrop with a 10-0 lead and the football. Now they're moving into the wind, so I would imagine Coach Dorfler will just say, all right, we got a 10-0 lead here. Let's just take it into the clubhouse and be satisfied with that. I don't know if they're going to try anything here, since they have to start deep in their own territory. They have all 3 timeouts left, but they're moving into a very strong 20-mile-per-hour wind. Final week of the regular season next week. Northrop will wrap up the regular season at home against Bishop Dwenger. Northside plays at Concordia next Friday night. First down for Northrop at their own 17-yard line. They lead 10-0. Off balance eye, and they'll keep it on the ground and across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The ball carrier was Jeremiah Green. 4 yards for Green. He's had a busy first half, 11 carries for 34 yards. Cowan, 4 carries for 20 yards. Tachari, 5 carries for 18 yards. All the yardage for both teams on the ground. And Northrop is in no hurry as the clock continues to run. Northside can only stop it one more time. 1:24 to go until halftime. Bruins on top, 10-0. It's second down and 4 for the Bruins at their own 21-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 to this side, 1 to the right. two running backs. And a flag comes in, and we have a false start against Northrop. And that'll be their fifth penalty for 35 yards. So we've had 12 penalties between the two teams in this first half. Well, you talk about a dirty dozen. 1:08 to go until halftime. Now the Bruins face second down and 11 at their own 16. 10-0, Northrop with the lead. And they're just trying to run out the final minute here and take a 10-0 lead into the locker room at halftime. Northside gets the ball to start the second half. Option look, that may be a busted play. It was a busted play. The Chariots drop at the 10-yard line for a loss of 6. That'll bring up third down. Northside has a timeout left, and now they will use it with 34 seconds to go. So we'll step aside. 10-0 Northrop. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Keep your skills on point and take advantage of the Always 100 basketball camps. The Holiday Hoops Developmental Camp is for ages pre-K through 8th grade. You'll work on shooting, dribbling, passing, and defense December 24th through January the 2nd on Tuesday.
Welcome back to Chambers Field. The rain starts up again. Hello to Dale Dorfler, who's watching this game in Florida. That's Coach Dorfler's uncle. And I'm sure the weather is a lot better there than it is here. It's just opened up again. Somebody turned on the faucet again. So 34 seconds to go until halftime. Third down and 16 for Northrop at their own 10-yard line. And they're not going to mess around here. They're going to take a knee. Again, Northside is out of timeouts, and so the Bruins do not have to start. The Bruins don't have to snap the ball again because Northside's out of timeouts. 20 seconds to go in the half, and it does not look like we'll have any more football here before halftime. Everybody just standing around getting wet right now. And the players head to the comfort of the locker room at halftime. The only place in Fort Wayne where it's dry. Halftime here at Chambers Field. The Northrop Bruins 10 and the Northside Legends nothing. And we'll take this time out. We're back with more here at Chambers Field on SummitCitySports.com. Stay tuned.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walking clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit parkviewsportsmedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, We're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.
All right, welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field at Northside High School. 10-0, Northrop leads Northside here at halftime. So we're going to step aside. The band can't perform their entire show tonight because of the soggy field, but they've down here below us. So let's listen to the Northside Legends Marching Band.
Picture of the scoreboard, like Ryan usually does, or does it matter to you?
All right, a fine job by the Northside Legends Marching Band. Unfortunately, because of the weather, they're unable to perform their entire show, but they performed music from it right down here below us and did a fine job. So when you get thrown a lemon in life, you make lemonade, right? Halftime here at Chambers Field, the Northrop Bruins leading the Northside Legends 10-8. Week number 8 of the high school football season in the state of Indiana. Jim Measle here, Morgan Carroll producing tonight. Dave Peterson, a shout out to him, even though he forgot my Mountain Dew, left it in the freezer at home. That's all right, Dave. We forgive you because you're out there in that horrible weather. I don't know. Oh, he doesn't have his earpiece in, so he can't hear me. Okay. Recapping the scoring in the first half, both of the scores by the Northrop Bruins. Tarek Bajoric with a 24-yard field goal with 2:22 to go in the first quarter made it 3-0 for Northrop. And then with 3 minutes to go in the first half, a form of trickeration by the Northrop Bruins as Krayshawn Menson, a sophomore receiver, took an end-around pitch and scored around the right end from 6 yards out. Bajoric's PAT was good, and Northrop with a 2-possession lead here at halftime, 10-0 over the Bruins. That might be enough, especially with the weather conditions. And you look at the first half statistics, the weather definitely affecting the statistics here at Chambers Field. Neither team had any yards passing in the first half. First downs, we had Northrop with 4, 1 for Northside. Rushing yardage, 61 for Northrop, 54 for Northside. So that was the total yardage in the first half, 61 for the Bruins and 54 for the Legends. Right now, Northrop is winning the turnover battle, and that's huge. 1 interception for the Bruins. Northside had 1 fumble and 2 interceptions. So the Bruins are +2 in the turnover category. Penalties, 5 against Northrop for 35 yards, 7 against Northside for 61 yards. Individually for Northrop, Green had 11 carries for 34 yards. Cowan, 4 carries for 20 yards. Tachari had 7 carries for 7 yards. For Northside, Holiday Robinson, 9 carries for 59 yards, and he was the only player for Northside to accumulate any yardage in that first half. The weather is a big factor here tonight. When we got here at about 5:30, which I believe was dry, it was like 70 degrees. It was on the humid side, but we knew a change was coming, and it has come here during the first half of this football game. We kicked off at 7 o'clock. The temperature was 68 degrees. Well, the front has come through, and folks, would you believe it's 8:19 now? We're at 49 degrees. We have lost almost 20 degrees of mercury just in the last hour. So, at 7 o'clock, maybe you were comfortable. Maybe you had a light jacket on. Maybe you were feeling a little warm because it was humid. But then the front came through, and it is bone-chilling cold right now. There's going to be a lot of people sick on Monday morning. I'll tell you that right now. 49 degrees. So we have dropped, if my second grade math is right, we have dropped 21 degrees since we got here at 5:30 this afternoon. But, that's Indiana. And the halftime ceremonies continue now. They're honoring the seniors for the band. You feel bad for the Northside kids. This is their big night, senior night, and the weather just is not cooperating. But unlike 2 weeks ago, we're playing. There's been no lightning associated with this weather. Just a lot of rain and a lot of wind. Out-of-town scores in the Summit Athletic Conference at the half. It's Carroll 10, Concordia nothing. Also at the half, Dwenger leads Snyder in the big game of the night, 14-7 Saints over the Panthers. Second quarter, Bishop Luris with a 7-6 lead over Southside. And last we heard in the second quarter, Homestead was leading Wayne 14-0. That's a somewhat old score, so we'll have to double check on that. In the ACAC, in the second quarter, Adams Central leading Bluffton 20-0 in a matchup of two teams who are 6-1. Flying Jets with a 20-0 lead in the second. Also in the second, Heritage with a 21-16 lead over Southern Wells. Halftime, South Adams and Woodland are scoreless. By the way, this is the Drive Kelly halftime report. Drive Kelly halftime report here on SummitCitySports.com. Kelly Automotive Group is Indiana's #1 automotive group with over 1,000 new vehicles and 500 pre-owned vehicles to choose from. So please visit DriveKelly.com. Simple, transparent, and reliable. And I'd like to thank Kelly Automotive again for sponsoring our halftime reports this year. Other out-of-town scores in the Northeast 8. DeKalb was leading Belmont 14-0. Last we heard, East Noble was leading New Haven 14-0. To the north in the Northeast Corner Conference, Central Noble and Eastside tied at 7 at the half. Fairfield was leading Lakeland 7-6. Also at the half, Fremont and Prairie Heights were tied at 6. Halftime, West Noble, the undefeated West Noble Chargers, with a 3-touchdown lead over Cherubusco. That game is in Busco. It's West Noble 27, Cherubusco 6. Again, we're at halftime here at Chambers Field. Our Drive Kelly halftime report. It's the Northrop Bruins 10 and the Northside Legends nothing. Why don't we step aside for a few minutes and we'll come back with more from Chambers Field. Maybe take a look at the sectionals. Maybe look at some potential matchups. Also, we'll also take a preview of next week's Week 9 in the SAC. We'll do all that following this timeout on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
Welcome back to Chambers Field, everybody. We're getting ready for the start of the second half. Still about 3 minutes away from that happening as the Northrop Bruins come out of the locker room. We can give you some score updates. At the half, Homestead now leads Wayne 17-0. So the Spartans trying to keep things going and wrap up the victory bell, and they lead Wayne at halftime 17-0. DeKalb has busted open their game with Belmont. Big time. Barron's 42-0 in the second quarter. So if they maintain a lead of at least 35, they'll go to a running clock in the second half. Let's see. We had one other update in the Northeast Corner Conference. Eastside 14, Central Noble 7. And we're just checking Twitter here and looking at all the pictures from the other sites around Northeast Indiana as the Legends come out of the locker room now. Again, Northrop looking to assure themselves of at least a 500 record if they can win tonight. They're at 4-3 entering this ball game. Northside, they've won 3 of their last 4 after starting the season at 0-3.
Yes, I am.
So they're at 3-4 entering this ball game.
I hope I am.
We're at 49 degrees right now at Chambers Field. Again on Sunday will be the sectional draw for the Indiana High School Athletic Association. Most of the Fort Wayne schools will not play the first week of the tournament, October 25th, because they're in 4-team sectionals in Class 6A, Sectional 3. That's Snyder, Homestead, Noblesville, and Carroll. Class 5A, Sectional 11, 4 teams in that sectional as well. And it has Dwenger, Northside, Northrop, and Goshen. So we could get another matchup in the sectionals between the Bruins and the Legends. Class 4A, that's an 8-team sectional, so they will start on October 25th. In Class 4A, Sectional 20, Southside and Wayne in that sectional, along with Delta, Huntington North, Jay County, Marion, Mississinawa, and New Haven. Class 3A, Sectional 27, an 8-team sectional, includes Concordia. And also in that sectional, Belmont, Heritage, Maconaquah, Northwestern, Norwell, Oak Hill, and Peru. Bishop Luers in Class 2A, Sectional 35, and that's an 8-team sectional. Luers in that sectional with Bluffton, Central Noble, Eastside, Fairfield, Prairie Heights, Whitgill, and Woodland. Again, we'll find out Sunday night who will play who and where in the first round of the sectionals, which will be 2 weeks from tonight. Well, looking ahead to next week, the final week of the regular season, it'll be Northrop hosting Bishop Dwenger. Northside plays at Concordia next week. Also, Snyder will be at Bishop Luers. Southside travels to Homestead, and Wayne will be at Carroll. Homestead leading again, 17-0 over Wayne. Spartans trying to nail down the victory bell. They're at 7-0 in the Summit Athletic Conference. Heading into tonight's action, Dwenger and Snyder both at 6-1, so whoever wins that Dwenger-Snyder game will be in second place in the conference. Carroll is at 4-3 along with Northrop. Concordia and Northside both at 3-4. Luers and Southside both at 1-6, and Wayne at 0-7. Rain has started up again here. It's been this way all night long. We've had some hard rain here at Chambers Field. The playing surface, not muddy, but it is slippery. And I would imagine it's getting kind of gooey there in the middle part of the field where some mud is now beginning to form. But luckily for us, we can still see the players' numbers. That might change as the evening goes along. Again, the wind still blowing out of the south as this front comes through. 49 degrees. Now, it's amazing how much the temperature has dropped. It was 70 when we got here at 5:30. So in about 3 hours, the temperature has dropped 21 degrees. Bruins will be kicking into the wind here, and it is quite a wind. Legends will have the wind at their back here, and it's going about 20, 25 miles an hour, and it seems to be getting stronger. And people are really struggling right now here in the bleachers below us, trying to make sure their umbrellas don't collapse. It is just one nasty night right now in Fort Wayne. Wherever you are watching, hopefully you're warm and dry. Here's Bajorik's kickoff. He did not try an onside kick. Some thought he might. The ball bounces down to the 15-yard line, up to the 25, and running room. Out to the 40, out to midfield. And that is Lambert, Jay-Sean Lambert, with a big kickoff return to start the second half, but apparently there was a fumble on the far side. Check that. That was number 4. I misidentified the young man who returned that. That was Walker. I thought that was Lambert, but again, that was Walker who returned the kickoff. All inside the 20-yard line down to the 17, and the Northside Legends with a big chance here at the start of the second half. Big kickoff return to start the second half as the ball is on the Northrop 17. Legends had a touchdown taken down on a holding penalty in the first half. Three receivers to this side, one to the left. Deuce Taylor at quarterback out of the shotgun. And they'll run it. Holiday Robinson off the right side. Still on his feet, finally driven back at the 14-yard line. But he did manage to pick up 3 yards. Holiday Robinson, 59 yards on 10 carries in the opening half. The ball is inside the 15. It'll be spotted down, it looks like, at the 13-yard line. As the officials are doing their best to try and keep that ball dry as long as they can. Ball's at the 13, second down and 6 for the Legends. Northrop leads 10-0, but the Legends, thanks to a big kickoff return, knocking on the door. Special teams, folks. And it's a running play. Holiday Robinson inside the 10, down to the 5, down to the 3. That'll be a first down for the North Side Legends. So first and goal for the Legends. First and goal at the 2. The touchdown was saved by Dustin Busby. Put those first down markers down. First and goal for the Legends at the Northrop 2-yard line. Northside looking to get on the board. And it's a running play, and they're in trouble, and a flag comes in. Holiday Robinson dropped for a big loss back at the 9-yard line. Antoine Scott in on the tackle. Let's check out the penalty flag now. Checking out the penalty flag, it looks like a hold against Northside. It is. And will Northrop take the play, or will they take the penalty? They're going to take the penalty as they mark it off from the spot of infraction, which was the 6. So this will put the ball back at the 16-yard line. That's 8 penalties against Northside for 71 yards. A holding penalty took a touchdown off the board for the Legends in the first half. Now the ball's back at the 16-yard line. First and goal for the Legends. Taylor is under center. Holiday Robinson trying to get the corner. He's down to the 15, the 10, the 5. And he's going to be out of bounds inside the 5 at about the 3-yard line. They're going to put him down at the 5. So give him 11 yards. So Holiday Robinson gets the penalty yardage back, almost all the penalty yardage back. The ball is at the 5-yard line, second down and goal for the Legends. 10:02 to go, third quarter. Northrop 10, Northside nothing. Taylor running back into the huddle after getting the play from the Legends bench here on the near side. 10:02 to go, third quarter. Northside trying to make a one-possession game once again. They got an off-balance eye behind Taylor, who's under center. And it's Holiday Robinson. Stack up and stop for a loss. Antoine Scott again in on the stop for Northrop. And they will mark Holiday Robinson's forward progress at the 9, and that's a loss of 4. Third and goal now for the Legends. Well, Mama said it'd never be easy. Third and goal at the 9. 9.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Northrop 10, Northside nothing. Third and goal for the Legends. Can Northrop make another defensive stand in the red zone? Off balance eye to the right. Taylor under center. And it's a handoff to Holiday Robinson. Can he get the corner? Scott's chasing him. And he's brought down at the 8-yard line. Check that. That was not Scott. That was number 36, not number 35. That was Jalen Colhart. Colhart, a 5'11", 180 senior with the tackle. Holiday Robinson, that play was strung out. And Holiday Robinson only got 2. And are they going to send a field goal kicker out here? Looks like it. I see the kicker out there. That's McGrady, Keon McGrady. He's a senior, 6'2", 170. 4 of 6 on PATs this year. Holding is the backup quarterback, Collins. This will be a 25-yard attempt, and this will make it a one-possession game. Spotted, booted, and it's a line drive. That is good. A 25-yard field goal, and it's a one-possession game. 9:07 to go, third quarter. Northrop 10, Northside 3. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Welcome back, everybody. Couple of scoring updates out of town. Eastside 21-7 over Central Noble. And Lakeland now has a 20-7 lead over Fairfield in the fourth quarter. Here's the kickoff down to the 10. And Collins up to the 15. He's out to the 20, the 25, and returns the kick to the 35-yard line. So the Northrop Bruins will start at their own 35-yard line. A big kickoff return to start the second half for the Northside Legends leads to a field goal. So the Legends are on the board for the first time tonight. 25-yard field goal by McGrady. 8:59 to go in the third quarter. And it's a one-possession game once again. Northrop on top, 10-3. First down for the Northrop Bruins, moving into the wind at their own 34-yard line. Three receivers to the right, one to the near side. And a slip by the quarterback after he handed the ball off. And that play only gained a couple of yards as Green was the ball carrier. They will spot the ball at the 36. Green 36 yards on 12 carries unofficially. Ball is at the Bruins 36-yard line. Second down and 8 for Northrop. Clock moving, 8.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. 10-3 favor Northrop. On second down and 8, two receivers on each side. Tachari has played the entire way at quarterback. He almost fumbled the ball, keeps it now, and gets out of bounds. And runs into the Northrop bench where he's got a lot of friends over there. And he's out of bounds and around the 38-yard line after a gain of 2. Line the gain for the Bruins as they're 44. They now face third down and 6. 8:18 to go third quarter. Well, a lot of folks thought this would be a close game, and it is right now. 10-3, Northrop with the lead. Legends defense looking to get a 3-and-out here. Third down and 6. Two receivers on each side. Tachari hands it off, and Cowan is going nowhere. No gain whatsoever. Check that. That was Green on the carry, not Cowan. Lambert made the tackle. The uniforms are getting a little bit muddy right now. Fourth down. And Northrop has to punt the ball away. Waiting for the snap. And the punt by Adrian Scott towards the far side. And it's going to be down by the Bruins at the 44-yard line. Not a bad punt into that strong wind. But the Legends get a fairly short field as they start at their own 44. With 7:37 to go in the third quarter. Northrop had a 10-0 lead at halftime. It's now 10-3. And those who did not bring a jacket to the game, who did not pay attention to the weather forecast, now paying the price. I learned my lesson a couple of years ago at Homestead. We had a game night like this. It was like 75 degrees. Get to the school. By the time we were done, 50 degrees, and I was wearing shorts. And I froze. And boy, did I turn on that heater full blast when I got to the car afterwards. First down, running play to the near side. Holiday Robinson, flag comes in. Holiday Robinson pulled down at the 45-yard line. Man, that looked like a horse collar right there. And now some extracurricular stuff after the play. And we're going to have to sort this out. Antoine Scott made the tackle, and the chili is running a little hot right now here on the north side of the field. This all comes with 7:29 to go in the third quarter. So a flag came in after the play as the boys were being boys down there. So we'll figure this one out. There was a flag on the play and then a flag after the play. So we got holding on north side and dead ball, personal foul on north side, personal foul on Northrop. So the personal foul penalties will offset, and they will assess the holding penalty on the Legends. That'll be the 9th penalty on north side tonight. The spot of infraction appears to be the 40-yard line for north side, and that is where they are going to mark the holding penalty off. And they will spot the ball at the 30, a 10-yard mark off. 9 penalties against Northside for 81 yards. Northrop has been penalized 5 times for 35 yards. The ball is back at the 30-yard line now. So it's first down and 24 for Northside. 7:29 to go in the third quarter. Northrop 10, Northside 3. All right, Deuce Taylor will be in the shotgun now. 2 receivers on each side on 1st and 29. And Taylor rolling to his right. They set up a screen, a bubble screen, and oh my, that just did not work. That's going to be a loss of 3. Robertson credited with the tackle. Loss of 3. And the Legends move further behind the yard markers. That's the first pass completion of the night. The ball is back at the 23-yard line. Second down and forever for Northside. They got to get to the Northrop 46. So that's, second and 30, something like that. Movement on the line. Flags come in, and let's see if Northrop was offside or if there was a false start. Offside on the Bruins. That'll be their 6th penalty for 40 yards. This will put the ball at the 28-yard line. And it's now second down and looks like 25 to go. 2nd and 26, we'll call it. Out of the shotgun. Running play. And across the 30 to the 32-yard line, I do believe that was Holiday Robinson again. He's got a lot of touches tonight. So it'll be third down for Northside. The ball is at the 32-yard line for Northside. So third down and 21 for the Legends. Line the gain is the Northrop 46. 6 minutes to play in the third quarter. Northrop on top, 10-3. 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. Taylor out of the shotgun. And Deuce is back to throw. He fires over the middle, incomplete, intended for Collins. And so it's 4th down, and the Legends will punt the ball away with the wind at their back. In punt formation will be number 5. That's Jalen Harris. Back deep to receive. I believe that's can't quite tell who that is. There's the punt. It's a good one with the wind in its back. Bruins get away from it. It's going to be downed near the 30-yard line. The man back deep to receive the punt for Northrop was Vaughn Cruz, number 4. There is a flag down on the play. So that stops the clock with 5:38 to go in the third quarter. And we'll check out the penalty flag here. Raining again here at Chambers Field. It's been this way all night. We got a penalty on Northrop. So they'll push him back, and the Bruins going to cost themselves some good field position with that penalty. The ball rolled dead at the 30-yard line, and they will mark it off from that spot. This will put the ball back at the Bruins 20. Yep, 10-yard mark off. So that's 7 penalties on Northrop for 50 yards, and they started their own 20-yard line. So a nice punt and then a penalty. And the Bruins, looking to get decent field position, now have to start at their own 20-yard line. 3 receivers, 2 to the right, 1 to the near side. Tachari has gone the distance at quarterback. He hands it off the right side, and Cowan is cut down at the 23-yard line. Tackle made by number 14, McCarter. Just a couple of yards for Cowan. And that brings up 2nd down and 8 for Northrop at their own 22-yard line. Bruins on top, 10-3. Clock is moving, 5:12 left in the third quarter. On a rainy, blustery night at Chambers Field. Weatherman not cooperating with high school football tonight around Northeast Indiana. Just a truly rotten night for weather. Here's that end around they scored on in the first half, the only touchdown of the game. And mention the ball carrier gets across the 25 to the 27-yard line. That'll be a gain of 5. That brings up 3rd down for Northrop. So here's a big play right here. 3rd down, we'll call it 4 for the Bruins at their own 26-yard line. Line the gain is to 30. 4:23 left in the third quarter. Off balance, eye to the left, 3 receivers, 2 on this side, and there was movement in the backfield. You saw clearly there. False start by Northrop. And that'll make it even more difficult for the Bruins now to get the first down. 8 penalties against Northrop for 55 yards. Ball is back at the 21-yard line. We'll call it 3rd down and 9 for Northrop. 3rd and 9. Line the gains to 30. Off balance, eye to the left. Tachari out of the shotgun. 3 receivers, 2 on this side. And the Bruins play it safe. They'll run it and nothing doing. Oh, my. To Sean Miller. And he made Cowan pay the price right there. Cowan stopped for no gain. So 4th down for the Northrop Bruins. And they will have to punt the ball into the wind. Legends with a big chance here to get the ball with a short field. Waiting for the snap. Low one. And it's blocked. The kick is blocked. And the Legends have the ball inside the 10. So we've had a blocked punt on both sides of the ledger tonight. A low snap. And Northside with a great chance to tie the game. They have the ball at the Northrop 9-yard line with 3:11 to go in the third quarter. The Legends have had the edge in play. In fact, they're going to start at the 8-yard line. So a big chance here for the Legends following the block punt. 2 receivers on each side. First down. Taylor hands it off. Holiday Robinson looking for the end zone and give that man 6 points. Touchdown, Northside. Holiday Robinson to the house from 8 yards out. Makes the score now, Northrop 10, Northside 9. As we await the conversion, will they go for 2 or 1 here? The kicker is out there. They'll try for 1. McGrady will try the PAT. He earlier booted a 25-yard field goal. Collins holding. He's the backup quarterback. Spotted, booted, line drive. and the kick is good. And we got ourselves a tie ball game. 3:06 to go, third quarter. North side of Northrop tied at 10. Back here at Chambers Field on SummitCitySports.com in just a moment.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong.
You don't want to put one in the air. You want to roll it. I want to put it in the end zone. He's got the leg. Yeah, but he doesn't have the footing.
Welcome back to Chambers Field, and this game has turned around since halftime. Here's a squibber on the kickoff down to about the 30-yard line. And it's returned to the 35 and still moving to the 40-yard line for Northrop. So the Bruins will have a short field. One of the upmen for the Northrop Bruins, and that's number 22, and that is Kareem Freeman, who returned the kick. He's a junior, 5'10", 155 pounds. So Northrop gets a short field. Rain has slackened off now a little bit. At times it has poured here tonight. 10-10 tie. The Legends fighting back after being down 10-0 at halftime. And we got ourselves a nail-biter here at Chambers Field now on this wet, soggy night. Here's Tachari following the fake as he is going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. That's a sack. Scored that as a quarterback sack. And a loss of 2 on the play. Trayvon Redmond, 5'7", 140 junior, will get credit for that sack, a loss of 2. That puts the ball back at the 38-yard line. Northside is at the edge in play here in the second half. 2:50 left in the third. Game tied 10-10. 2 receivers on each side. Tachari throws, and it's incomplete. Nowhere near a Northrop player. In fact, that was close to being picked off. So now 3rd and 12 for the Bruins at their own 38-yard line. 2:46 left in the third. Game tied 10-10. Line the gain is the midfield stripe. South Adams only leads Woodland 8-0 in the third, and that's a major surprise. South Adams 7-0, Woodland 3-4, but Woodland giving South Adams quite a battle tonight. 3rd down and 12. Here's Tachari's pass, and it's dropped, incomplete. Intended for Pettis. He couldn't handle it. 4th down, and Northrop has to punt again. They just had a punt blocked, and now they have to kick it again. And it looks like they got a new punter out there. That's Ridley. Ridley will be doing the punting. Look at that snap. Ridley got it blocked. Another block for Northside. It rolls inside the 10. It's inside the 5. And Northside has the football. Inside the 5 at the 2. Theo Redmond rushes off the field. I don't know if he got the block, but he had the football at the end of that craziness. So the Northrop Bruins having all kinds of issues in the kicking game here in the third quarter. 2 punt blocks, and Northside's got a great chance to take the lead with 2:33 to go in the third. The ultimate short field for the Legends. They start at the 3, and I bet you number 1's going to get the ball here. He's to the right of Taylor. Turner, the man in motion. It's Holiday Robinson. They key on him, and he is stopped short of the goal line at the 1. He now has 92 yards on 17 carries tonight. Second down and goal for Northside at the 1. 2 straight block punts for the Legends. The special team play turning this game around for Northside. 2 minutes to play in the third. Game tie 10-10. Second and goal from the 1. Taylor has the play from the bench. 15 on the play clock as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Off balance eye. Taylor under center. Will he sneak it? Nope, it's a pitch out. Holiday Robinson to the 5. Holiday Robinson to the goal line. And give that man 6 points. Touchdown Northside. So the Northside Legends have the lead for the first time tonight. Holiday Robinson scoring 2 touchdowns here in the third quarter. That one from 1 yard out. He earlier scored from 8 yards. McGrady on for the PAT. Collins holding. Kick is in that direction, and the kick is good. 1:37 to go in the third. It's now Northside 17, Northrop 10. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference.
All right, back here at Chambers Field, Northside now with a 17-10 lead. Another short kickoff taken by one of the upmen for Northrop and returned to the 35-yard line. Out of town in the fourth quarter, Dwenger now leads Snyder 14-7, so there has been no scoring in that game in the second half. DeKalb has beaten Belmont 56-0. That's a final. Our first final of the night. DeKalb moves to 7-1 with a 56-0 triumph over winless Belmont. First down for Northrop at their own 35, and the Bruins trail for the first time tonight, 17-10. Legends with 17 unanswered here in the third quarter. Tachari throws to the near side, jump ball at midfield, and the wind just knocks that ball down. It was like on a handball court. That ball hit the wind and went straight down. So second down and 10 now for the Bruins at their own 35-yard line. We got 1:26 to go in the third. Northside 17, Northrop 10. Legends getting 2 touchdowns following a pair of block punts. 2 receivers on each side. Tachari at quarterback. And on the option, looks like a busted play. Tachari has to keep the ball and only gets a yard. Boy, that looked like a busted play right there. Anyway, it's third down and 9. And it's been a real struggle for Northrop here in the second half. After they led 10-0 at halftime, it's been all Legends here in the second half. We come down to 1 minute to play in the third quarter. Northside 17, Northrop 10. A win for Northside will get them to the 500 mark, which would be a tremendous accomplishment for the Legends after they started the season 0-3 with 3 straight shutouts. Line the gain is to 45 for the Bruins. Third down and 9. 2 receivers on each side. Tachari, option look, end around, and look out. This is running room for Fincher. Fincher's got a first down out to midfield. So a well-executed play by the Bruins, 14 yards, a little trickeration there, as number 14, Elijah Fincher, gets 14 yards, and a first down for Northrop. Remember, Northrop will have the wind at their back in the fourth quarter. 23 seconds to go. First down for Northrop at midfield. 3 receivers to the near side, 1 to the right. Might be the last play of the third quarter. We're down to 12 seconds. And Tachari faked the play action, and it was a handoff. He fooled me. And that'll be a gain of 6 yards. And a little extracurricular stuff after the play, as it was a 6-yard gain for Green. And the third quarter has come to an end. After 3 at Chambers Field, Northside 17, Northrop 10. Fourth quarter action in just a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express Walk-In Clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome back, everybody, to Chambers Field. Jim Measle with you. As we start the fourth quarter, we change ends. Northrop now with the wind at their back. And it's a running play for Green, who's gotten the majority of carries tonight for the Northrop Bruins. Green only got a yard there. That's his 15th carry for 41 yards. But they move a little bit closer to the first down mark. 3rd down and 3 for Northrop at the Legends 43-yard line. Just underway in the fourth and final quarter. We got ourselves a nail-biter, folks. Don't go away. Running play, and they will not get the first down. 4th down upcoming. Once again, the ball carrier was Green. 4th down. Here's a key play right here. They spot the ball at the 41. Northrop going no huddle here. 4th and 1 at the 41-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. 1 setback. Tachari now looks to the Northrop bench as they appear to be checking off. Plenty of time on the play clock, 20 seconds. And indeed, they are checking off. Option look. First down, yes, to the 40, to the 35. Green taking the option pitch, going around the left end, and picking up 6 yards. And on Northrop, first down at the Legends 35-yard line. Bruins going no huddle right now. They trail 17-10. 10:50 left in regulation. First down for Northrop at the north side 35-yard line. Legends leading 17-10. Now the Bruins with 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the left, 1 setback. 10 on the play clock. And it's a running play again, and a fumble! Ball is out, and the Legends have it! Legends have the football at the 29-yard line. And who got that fumble recovery? Let's get the number. That was number 10 for Northside, and that was Franklin, who's just been having a sensational game tonight for the Legends. Green fumbled the ball, and it's a fumble recovery for Franklin. And now, unfortunately, we have a Northrop player shaken up on the play, and he's being helped off. He looks to be okay. But Northrop fumbles the ball away. That's their second fumble of the night, so the turnover is now +1 in favor of Northrop. That fumble stops a potential tying touchdown drive by the Bruins. First down for North Side. The ball is at their own 29-yard line with 10:28 to go in regulation. North Side 17, Northrop 10. 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. And a bad snap, and Taylor wisely covers up on the football as that snap went through his hands, showing the slickness of the ball on this wet night. A loss of 10 on the play. That makes it 2nd down and 20 now for Northside. The ball is back at their own 19-yard line. Timeouts, both teams with all 3 remaining as we work our way down to 10 minutes to play in regulation. Northside 17, Northrop 10. Bruins led by 10-0 at the half. Legends have scored 17 unanswered since halftime, thanks to 2 block punts. Play clock is down to 7. Legends have to hurry here. 2nd and 20 from the 19. Can they get the playoff in time? Yes, they do. It's a running play and running room up the middle for Holiday Robinson. A conservative play call there on 2nd and 20. He gets 5 yards on that play, and he's getting close to 100 yards for the night. 98 yards on 19 carries unofficially for Holiday Robinson. He has the 2 North Side touchdowns tonight from 8 and 1 yard out. Line the game for the Legends is their 39. They face 3rd and 15 at their own 24. And the clock becoming a factor now. 9:05 left in regulation. 17-10. North Side breaks the huddle with 12 on the play clock. 3rd down and 15 for the Legends. The ball is at the North Side 24. 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. Taylor looks this way and throws, and it's going to be caught at the 30, but they're going to be well short of the first down at the 31-yard line. The reception made by Turner. They got 7 yards, but they needed more than that. So 4th down. 4th down, and Northside has to punt. We've had 3 block punts in this game. 2 by the Legends, 1 by Northrop. And again, the Legends have to kick into the wind. Cruz back deep. Here's a line drive punt. Oh boy, that almost hit a Bruin player. It almost hit number 7 for Northrop. And that would be Skylar Fan rather. And he got away from it. And the ball rolls dead at the Bruins' 46-yard line. So North Side, with 8:37 to go in regulation, will start at their own 46-yard line. They trail 17-10. First down and 10 for Northrop at their own 46-yard line. 2 receivers on each side. And here is Tachari throwing deep down the near side for Pettis. He almost came up with it, but he was out of bounds. So the pass is incomplete. 2nd down and 10 now for Northrop at their own 46-yard line. 8:21 left in the game. Northside 17, Northrop 10. A sparse crowd because of the weather, but they're getting their money's worth. Light rain falling now. The wind still blowing out of the south at about 20 to 25 miles an hour. That's been the case all night long. A blustery, wet night that has seen the temperature drop 20 degrees since the start of the game. Tachari in trouble and down. And the ball is stripped. The ball is stripped by Rogers. Devontae Rogers. And give that man 6 points. Devontae Rogers, 5'11", 240 yards. Rumble, young man, rumble. Touchdown, North Side. And that may be the backbreaker right there. Devontae Rogers with the strip and score. One of the seniors they honored before the game, Devontae Rogers, with a fumble recovery. That comes with 8:09 to go in regulation. Extra point attempt now by McGrady. This would give Northside a 14-point lead. Spotted, booted, And it's no good. Apparently blocked. So we have a timeout of the field. 23-10 North Side with 8:09 to go. Back with more in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors...
For every victory, for every highlight, for every team in the Summit Athletic Conference, we've got you covered. Like, follow, and subscribe for all the latest.
Back here at Chambers Field, here's the kickoff into that strong wind. And still with the football now for Northrop around the left end. Returning the kick for the Bruins is Mention, who earlier scored the Bruins touchdown. He's out across the 40 to the 42-yard line. Congratulations to the Homestead Spartans. They have wrapped up the victory bell. First victory bell ever for Homestead as they shut out Wayne tonight 24-0. The bell belongs to Homestead. First time ever. Well done, Homestead Spartans. Congratulations. Also, another final in the Northeast Corner Conference. Eastside has beaten Central Noble 28-7. Here, it's 23-10. Northside over Northrop. It's been all Legends here in the second half after Northrop led 10-0 at halftime. First down for the Bruins at their own 42, and that pass is broken up, incomplete by guess who? What a game Antra Franklin is having at the corner. He's definitely top 10 candidate material this evening with this performance on the defensive side of the football for the Northside Legends. Incomplete pass. Second down and 10 for the Bruins. Now 7:53 left in regulation. The Legends with a two-possession lead. They're on top 23-10. Tachari throws on the far side, up for grabs, and it's incomplete, just beyond the fingers. A diving attempt by Adrian Sewell. So third down and 10 now for the Bruins at their own 43. 7:48 remaining. Devontae Rogers with a strip and score from about 30 yards out, giving the Legends some breathing room. They're up 2 possessions now, 23-10 Legends. Northside has scored 23 unanswered since halftime. Third down and 10 for Northrop. Line the gain of the Northside 48. Here is a running play, and they lose yardage. Boy, that Legends defense playing in a bad humor here in the second half. Green lost a couple of yards in that play. I don't know what Mike Brevard told his guys at halftime, but he better bottle that speech because the Legends have controlled the second half after being down 10-0 at halftime. The ball is back at the 41. Northrop will have to go for it. Line the gain is the 48 of Northside. 7:12 remaining. Clock is moving. 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the left. And here is Tachari throwing down the middle. It's going to be incomplete over the head of his intended receiver at about the 30-yard line. That pass intended for Adrian Scott, and Northside will take over on downs. The Legends looking pretty good right now with 7:02 to go. They have the ball and a 23-10 lead. So if Northside can hang on, they'll move to 4-4, and they have really turned this 2019 season around. They started 0-3. They were shut out in the first 3 games, but then Deuce Taylor came in at quarterback in week 4, and if they win tonight, they would have won 4 of their last 5. Now the Legends look to run some clock at 7:02 to go. 3 timeouts left for both sides. Penalty flag comes in. Holiday Robinson to the outside is contained and it dropped at the 40-yard line, but we'll have to check out the penalty flag here. This may be a false start on north side. Illegal shift, the penalty on the Legends. That'll be their 10th penalty of the night. Just their 3rd since halftime, so they've cleaned things up in that department. 6:56 to go, and Alex Holiday Robinson with a bit of a gimp as he comes to the sidelines. So he'll have to come out of the game. 5-yard penalty against Northside. That's their 10th penalty for 86 yards tonight. Northrop's been penalized 8 times for 55 yards. The ball is back at the Bruins 47. 1st and 15. Again, Alex Holiday Robinson on the sidelines as they look at an injured ankle. 3 receivers on this side. Deuce Taylor takes the snap, fakes the handoff, keeps it off the right side of the 45, and he gets down at the 41-yard line. He was not going to take a hit there. He wisely got down after a gain of 6. So he got the penalty yardage back plus 1. 2nd down and 9 for the Legends at the Northrop 41. More importantly, the clock continues to run, and the clock right now is the 12th man for Northside. 6:25 remaining. Northside 23, Northrop 10. 2nd down and 9 for the Legends. 3 receivers on this side, 1 to the right. Northrop may have to start taking some timeouts on defense here. They're down 2 scores. 2nd and 9. Taylor hands it off. And a couple of yards as the ball carrier was Harris. Jalen Harris carried the ball for a couple of yards. So spot the ball at the just over the 40-yard line. We'll call it the 39. Let's call it 3rd down and 7 for the Northside Legends. And we're down to 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation. Legends taking their time, and now we have a whistle, a stoppage. And a penalty flag has been thrown. Was there an illegal substitution by Northside? No, they're calling a sideline warning. All right, that's the deal there. All right, 5:33, clock moving. Line the gain is the 32 for Northside. 3rd down and 7. They lead 23-10. Are they lining up a Wildcat here? Who's going to take the snap? Because Taylor and Harris are right next to one another. It is Taylor taking the snap. Taylor throws to Harris. He's got it, and he'll get the 1st down. Stays in bounds, gets across the 25, down to the 21-yard line. A gain of 18 and a big 1st down. So they can keep the clock moving now. First down for Northside. The ball just over the Northrop 20-yard line. Under 5 minutes to play now, and the clock is moving. Northside 23, Northrop 10. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the near side. Northrop looking to get a stop here. Anything. Northside looking maybe to deliver the knockout punch right now. Holiday Robinson back in the ball game. 15, 10, 5. Give that man 6 points. Holiday Robinson, his 3rd touchdown of the night. 20 yards. And that's the dagger right there with 4:32 left in regulation. Boy, oh my, how's this game turned around since halftime. Just amazing. 29-10, North Side. And McGrady will try the PAT. 2 block punts turning this ball game around for the Northside Legends. McGrady's point after is no good. So we have a stoppage. 4:32 to go. Northside 29, Northrop 10. Back in a moment on SummitCitySports.com.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine.
Back here at Chambers Field, here's the kickoff following the Northside touchdown. It's returned to the 35-yard line by Cowan. Got another final. We have South Adams defeating Woodland 15-0. So South Adams moves to 8-0. Wasn't easy tonight for the Starfires, but they beat Woodland 15-0. All right. North side now with a commanding 29-10 lead. 4:24 left in this one at Chambers Field. Northrop ball at their own 35. 3 receivers to the left, and the Bruins run the football. And again, the running game is stuffed. And Rogers stripped the ball, and he almost had another touchdown. Devontae Rogers earlier with a strip and score, and they blew the play dead before he was able to strip it again. That Northside Legends defense, again, they just, the second half, they've just been playing in a bad humor. 3:50 left in the game. And the Legends have turned this game around since halftime. They were down, would you believe they're down 10-0 at halftime? You wouldn't believe that by watching this game right now. The Legends with 29 unanswered since halftime. Tachari in all kinds of trouble. Rogers has him again. A sack for Rogers and LaShawn Miller. And that'll be a loss of 10. And the wheels have just totally come off the wagon for the Northrop Bruins here in the second half. They're back at their own 25-yard line. 3rd down and 20. 3:08 to go. So Northrop will drop to 4-4. North will go to 4-4. Less than 3 minutes to play. 3rd down and 20 now for Northrop. Line the gain is their 45. 29-10 favor Northside. High snap. They run it, and nothing doing. Again. This is an exclamation point being delivered by the Northside defense. Preston McElroy into the tackle, number 45. One of the seniors honored here tonight on senior night. A loss of 1. 4th down as the Bruins are going the wrong way here. They're back at their own 24-yard line. Line the gains to 45. In punt formation now for Northrop is number 3. That's Ridley, Tanoa Ridley. Here's the punt. Flag comes in. Ridley's punt is short, and it's going to be picked up by one of the Legends. A bit of a craziness right now with 1:58 to go. And the Legends may have had 12 people on the field. Let's sort this one out. 1:58 remaining. The Legends on top, 29-10. Hope you're enjoying the action here on SummitCitySports.com. Again, I'd like to thank our producer, director tonight, Morgan Carroll. Dave Peterson has been our cameraman. 1:58 remaining as we'll sort this one out. And we got false start on Northrop, declined, and it's Northside ball at the Northrop 14-yard line, leading 29-10. I would imagine the Legends will probably take a couple of knees here and end this game, as folks are still, a couple of folks struggling with the umbrella in this high wind. And we got some new players out on the field now for Northside. We got a new quarterback in there. That's, he's not on the roster. It's number 17. That's Brajan Bassett. And that play will lose 7 yards. 1:50 remaining, clock moving, and we'll have a couple more snaps, and that'll be it. What a turnaround by Northside here in the second half. Just amazing. Down 10-0, and Northrop had things well in hand at halftime, but, the kicking game, the special teams play. 2 block punts in the third quarter, leading to Northside scores, turning this ball game around. Down to a minute 18. Ball's back at the 20-yard line, second down. And here is the quarterback keeping the ball. That is Bassett. And Bassett's across the 20 up to about the 15-yard line for a gain of 5. And we go under a minute to play. It'll be third down for Northside. And they'll have to snap it one more time. Well, this game is sort of a microcosm of Northside's season. Starting 0-3. And now they've won 4 out of 5 to get to the 500 mark. Tonight they were down 10-0 at halftime. But they have totally dominated the second half. And they are one play away from ending this game. Dwenger defeated Snyder, we're told, 14-7. Bassett will throw into the end zone, and it is incomplete, and that will stop the clock with 16 seconds. Fourth down, and kind of wonder why they would do something like that when taking a knee would have been appropriate, but it's fourth down. 16 seconds to go. It's been a cold, rainy night, and some folks are wondering, now, why would you do that? 29-10. Northside with the lead, and they are going to line up here on fourth down and run a play, and Bassett goes to the right side. He's at the 15 and stumbles forward to the 14-yard line, so we'll have one more snap for Northrop with 11 seconds to go at their own 14-yard line. Maybe they wanted to get some players into the ball game that have not played tonight. Make sure everybody got into the contest. That's what I'm thinking, why they decided to try that last play. 11 seconds to go. And the ball will be at the Northrop 14-yard line. Week number 9 next week, the final week of the regular season. Sectional draw Sunday night. Players are running on and off the field right now, and I think we got everybody set now. Tischari with 11 seconds to go. Running play for Cowan, and he's down to the 15-yard line. 5 seconds, 4 seconds, and we are going to play no more football tonight. That's all there is. There ain't no more. The Northside Legends defeat the Northrop Bruins 29-10. We'll come back following this timeout with a final recap on SummitCitySports.com.
The comets falling from the sky, 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 comets falling from the sky.
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete ceiling, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com. Request your virtual quote and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Call 260-266-4007 for more information.
Welcome back to Chambers Field at Northside High School. Jim Measel, along with our producer-director Morgan Carroll, our cameraman Dave Peterson. The Northside Legends scoring 29 unanswered in the second half to beat the Northrop Bruins. 29-10 the final score. Bruins scoring in the first half on a 24-yard field goal by Tarek Bajoric and a 6-yard run on an end around by Krishan Menson. Bruins led 10-0 at halftime, but it was all Northside in the second half. 25-yard field goal by McGrady, then 2 touchdowns for Holiday Robinson late in the third quarter within a minute and a half following 2 block punts. It was Alex Holiday Robinson scoring from 8 yards out and from 1 yard out. That second touchdown put the Legends ahead for good at 17-10. And then the Legends added 2 more scores in the fourth quarter as Devontae Rogers with a strip and score from 30 yards out as he stripped the ball from a Northrop runner. And then Holiday Robinson, his third touchdown of the night, closed the show from 19 yards out with 4.5 minutes to play. And Northside won at 29-10. Final numbers unofficially for Northrop, they had 94 yards rushing, and that was their total yardage as they had no yards in the air. They fumbled the ball twice, had 1 interception. They also had 8 penalties for 55 yards. For the Northside Legends, they wound up with 111 yards on the ground and 22 in the air, so 133 total. The weather really affecting the two offenses. The Legends cleaned up the turnover department in the second half, committing 0 in the second half. They wound up with 3 for the game, 1 fumble, 2 interceptions. Legends also penalized 10 times for 86 yards, but they were only flagged 3 times in the second half. So much improved second half performance by Northside as they win at 29-10. Both teams now 4-4 for the season. We got to pick an MVP. I'm going to go offense. I'm going to go defense tonight. I guess it's my call since I'm here by myself. I really like the way Antra Franklin played tonight on the defensive side of the football. A lot of stars defensively for Northside. I got to pick one, so I'll pick a senior. Antra Franklin, number 10, is your player of the game tonight from the Northside Legends. Well, we hope you enjoyed the action. We got one more week of regular season football left. And then the postseason starts. Congratulations again to the Homestead Spartans. They won the victory bell tonight, defeating Wayne 24-7. So the bell goes to Homestead for the first time ever. Our thanks again to Morgan and Dave, and thanks to all of you for watching tonight. And hopefully wherever you are warm and dry, unlike a lot of patrons here at Chambers Field. That's the story tonight. Once again, your final score, the Northside Legends 29, the Northrop Bruins 10. For our entire SummitCitySports.com crew, I'm Jim Measel saying, have a good night, everybody.
Sports Medicine's integrated sports medicine team is built to serve the needs of all athletes in all sports. Our team's only goal is to improve athletes in every facet. PSM offers performance training to help athletes get better on the field, dedicated athletic rehabilitation and physical therapy to help them get better off of it, certified athletic trainers in our PSM schools providing daily support to our athletes, and a specialized orthopedic walk-in clinic when injury strikes. Call 260-266-4007 to speak to our care navigators or visit ParkviewSportsMedicine.com to learn more about what we can do to improve athletes at all levels.
The Acme Bar and Grill, where neighbors meet. A Fort Wayne tradition since 1941. We feature nightly dinner specials along with our iconic pizza, wings, and pork tenderloins, and barbecue in our family-friendly atmosphere with a retro flair. Additionally, we offer a full bar with 26 beers on tap from various Midwest breweries. We also have an area perfect for private events such as meetings, reunions, and banquets that holds up to 50 people. The Acme Bar and Grill, located in the heart of East State Village, where neighbors
Give your home the curb appeal it deserves, and trust Kurt's Mio to power wash your home. Additional services include concrete sealing, deck and fence cleaning, driveway replacement, and stamped concrete. Just head on over to kurtzmio.com, request your virtual quote, and use the code SummitCity for 15% off all power washing services today. That's kurtzmio.com, supporting the youth of Fort Wayne. Looking for a way to naturally aid in soothing aches, pains, and sore muscles and reduce inflammation from the skin? Want a relief in minutes? Try Alleviate. Contact Hillary Didier for details. You can find her at didier.hillary@gmail.com or call her at 260-312-1599.
The Kelly Automotive Group is simple, transparent, reliable. Simple. Our customer specialists make buying a car easy and fun. Transparent. Our price listed is the best price. No hassle, no gimmicks. Reliable. Buy with confidence and peace of mind. We work hard to ensure the best value however you shop. Come see us in Decatur at the 2733 Auto Mall and shop 7 brands in one location. The Kelly Automotive Group. Simple, transparent, reliable.
Joint pain, sprains, strains, or a possible broken bone? Make the Parkview Ortho Express walk-in clinic your first stop when you have an orthopedic or sports injury. Parkview Ortho Express, located at the Sport 1 Parkview Fieldhouse, gives you access to quick care and orthopedic physicians when you need it most. Get x-rays, treatment, and referrals to Parkview Care, all in the convenience of a walk-in clinic. Parkview Ortho Express is open Monday through Thursday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., Friday, 7 a.m. to 5 p.m., and Saturday, 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Call 260-266-4007 for more information. Developing athletes to be foundationally strong. Healthy and consistent training. Expert staff. Long-term athletic development. Parkview Sports Medicine Performance. Any athlete, any age, any skill level.
I was once a Southside kid who was led on a journey by high school football. A journey that taught me discipline, toughness, and the skills that made me a success. As a businessman with a CPA license who owns his own firm, I still use the building blocks of high school sports in my everyday life. Someday sports will end no matter what level you reach, but you will be left with the skills to compete in the next game, the game of life.
Thank you for supporting Summit City Sports. For the last several years, we've provided the Fort Wayne community and beyond with coverage of a variety of sports, thanks to our title sponsorship from Parkview Sports Medicine. Since we began in 2015, our annual budget has covered the cost of videographers and commentators to over 300 plus games each year. New equipment and maintenance of that equipment, along with increased broadcast rights fees from the IHSAA. This season, we're reaching out to friends, families, and local businesses for additional sponsorships and donations. You can help us grow and get coverage to your favorite team or sport. A Summit City Sports sponsorship or donation will help make that happen. We have the goal of bringing fans live stream games of every SAC game we cover. With the additional funds, we'd invest in mobile internet devices, allowing us to bring our supporters every SAC conference football and boys and girls basketball games live, as well as more coverage for sports like cross country, tennis, golf, swimming, wrestling, track and field, baseball, and softball. For more information on sponsorships or how to donate, visit SummitCitySports.com.